Earlier this week I put this picture on Instagram and on my Facebook advertising some of my honey for sale locally. I put it on a local Facebook group that said, private message me if you want to buy honey. That was a mistake. I was on my phone for hours coordinating with people to buy my honey. What was I thinking? I've been working on a plan to have a day on my farm that will be open to the public. I want to call this event the Daddykirbs Farm Day. This mistake of putting my honey for sale and asking people to private message me to coordinate buying the honey is one of the things that prompted me to go ahead and pull the trigger and get this farm day organized. So just a couple days later, I decided to stop selling honey on the local Facebook group altogether, stop selling honey at all until that farm day actually happens. I want to have inventory to sell during the farm day. This farm day is going to be exciting. The main goal of the event is to build local community. There's going to be a limited number of people to have a booth here where they can sell their baked goods, their homemade projects, or demonstrate their business. Oh, this farm day is happening, but honestly, I'm a little overwhelmed by the whole idea of it. I'll be working for the next 3 weeks preparing for this event. My entire life on the farm is going to be scheduled around cleaning and organizing, making things perfect for this event. And it's possible in the next 3 weeks, I might miss a video. So if I get so busy and so wrapped up in preparing for this event and I miss producing a video, please forgive me. I feel like this event is very important because building an online community is nice, but I really have a heart and a mind right now to build local community, to get neighbors connected to each other, to help reconnect people to each other and to the earth. I got my buddy Eric with me to help make sense of some of this mess. One of the challenges is that we need to move this trampoline. This is the one that we've been using as a temporary home for some of the chickens and ducks, but we ended up with a bit of a problem because the coyotes got into it and we lost 2 chickens in one night. So this trampoline now has been disassembled. It's no longer a cage. We're gonna get it out of the way. Oh, it's going down my armpit. Dirty water. That was a mess. That was a lot more effort than I thought it was going to be. It can't sit there because the wind's going to blow it straight over. So we're going to try to get it behind the green shed. Ultimately, I don't know where the trampoline's going to live, but for now it needs a home out of sight. Another one of the chores I have is to get the blackberries out of these containers so we can move these containers. The blackberries haven't done very well there because there's holes in the bottom of the containers, which makes it drain out way too fast, and the blackberries are getting dried out. I'm going to trim the top of the plant out real heavy first, just so it's easier to manage. Any green branches you cut off we can use for cuttings. We can take some of these green branches that we cut off to the garden and try to start them as cuttings. The main plant has already sent some side shoots off. That right there is very nice to start a new plant with. Now we can take that to its new home. How many plants we getting out of that one?
3.
Beautiful. This is the berm that Luke and I planted kaya on. We're going to see if we can space some of these blackberry plants out between the kaya. Yeah, basically just between, yeah, you see the kaya plants, right? The kaya plants, yeah. Soil looks pretty good. Oh yeah, I think that'll work out just fine. That was a total of 6 transplants that we took out of those metal containers and put on the berm. Now we got to get these metal containers moved so we can plant something else in them closer to the house. I almost forgot we need to get these cuttings to the garden before they start wilting. We'll start more blackberry plants out of those. The instructor for the day is my buddy Eric, Mr. Navy Man. He's going to take these blackberry cuttings and make cuttings that are about 12 to 15 inches long, and we're going to get them started in these pots right here. All right, first of all, we're just going to cut them, get some nice thick cuttings. Make sure we remember which side is down. That's important. There you go, cutting the side branches off. Sometimes this one's better. And just leaving one patch of leaves on the top. Stick that down in there, not all the way to the bottom. What I've noticed, when you put them all the way to the bottom, they soak up water, but they never develop roots. So we're going to put it to the bottom and then draw it up, and then fill it to near the top with this soil here. Beautiful. We'll do that probably 12 times. These are old mulberry cuttings right here that never took. There's always a few of them, 80 to 90% actually, that don't take, and that's okay. We're here for the 10 to 20%.
And they're free.
And they're free. While Eric and I are in the garden peacefully checking out the blackberry plants, trying to get them propagated, a couple of hawks started screaming, making noise, coming in as a pair, and they were circling around my chicken coop here where the goats are. I think they like my big fat meat chickens. They were looking to take advantage of the chickens that are in this area here. They had perched up in these trees, 2 of them all looking down in the same place. Right now it looks like everything's okay. I think we scared them away. My first reaction was to not grab the camera, but to run over and make some noise to scare them away. I really should have grabbed the camera because we had a really good shot of both of those birds flying low and checking things out on the farm. Most of the animals are put away right now, but we have the main layer flock. They're out. Most of them ran for cover. A few of them aren't that bright, and they stayed out in the middle of the open area, and they could have been a target. But the ducks and the silkies, they're all put away today, so they're not at risk. They probably won't be back today, but
no.
They certainly will be back. They always are. We ended up with a total of 24 cuttings. We could actually do a few more. There's plenty of cutting down here, but most of that will end up just being goat food. But these 24 cuttings here we'll put in the garden, and hopefully we'll have new blackberry plants, just like some of these over here. And now we'll get back to work cleaning up the farm. One of the jobs I haven't been looking forward to is cleaning the carport out, but it's time. You see, since I don't have a garage or a proper shop, a lot of the tools and things that we just need to keep end up under the carport. Well, it's been a long day. We got a lot accomplished, but not nearly enough. Most of it you didn't get to see because I needed to put the camera down and get busy. Look forward to more progress on this later. I'll talk to you soon.